Hello, fearless leaders. I wanted to get on here and talk about intentions. I got a message about intentions. So that's one of the topics that I'm going to talk about right now. So I know that I'm always talking about, oh, it's the intentions that you put in, right? But I think what I'm actually talking about, because someone asked me, like, well, what if you can't help it? What if you're upset? What if you're angry? What if you're mad? Well, that's that first initial thought before you set your intentions on what you're actually going to do about it. That first initial thought can be the most horriblest thought ever. But as long as you're taking the time to work through that thought, then that's okay. And as long as you're asking for grace to work through that thought, that's okay. That's what I found anyway. A lot of the situations that I went through, um, one of the primary things you always want to remember is you never want to meet a negative with a negative. You want to meet a negative with a positive. Okay. And so if you've been wronged or something's wrong with you, or somebody's done something to you to hurt you, or to set you back, or in any way, right? You always want to meet it as hard as you can, right? Now, there's going to be times where you have to, really go all out, right? But as much as you possibly can, you want to try to remain in your high vibrational state. And so you definitely don't want to ever meet a negative with a negative. You want to meet it with a positive. That person is choosing to do what they're doing. They're only digging that hole deeper for themselves. It's for them. Let them lay and sit in the bed that they're choosing to make for themselves. It's like you don't resonate with that. Like, sorry, that whatever lie or whatever you're choosing to make up about me, that doesn't resonate with me. So it's not it's gonna come right here. Whatever you're saying is gonna bounce right back, because I don't have nothing to do with what you're saying. I have nothing to do with that. I do not resonate with it. And what the crazy part is, when you stand in your truth, that's exactly how it works, because God knows the truth. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. It doesn't matter what anyone else does and says about you and who you are and where you come. It doesn't matter. None of that matters, because at the end of the day, God sees everything. He sees everything. You can't hide from him. He sees even the worst of your intentions, but you still chose to act in a good way. You still chose to take the higher road. He sees the purest intentions of you, the most purest intentions that you have towards somebody. And if they chose to retaliate or do something to you, that's on them. But as much love, or as much of everything that you tried to pour into that person and give to them and do for them, and then they chose to do that, leave them in that. You know that's not for you. Turn away. That's the best way you can handle it. But you definitely don't want to hold on to something that you shouldn't be holding on to. And secondly, we're human. So that first initial thought that you have before your intentions, yes, you're going to have that. And because at the end of the day, if we're talking about energy, I don't want to give my energy to that. I'm going to alchemize it into something beautiful, into something great, into something um, uplifting and funny. And I'm not going to give you that energy back because you need it. I'm not going to give it back to you. I'm going to take it and use it somewhere else. You want me to send me more? Send me more. I'm going to take it and put it some. Send me more. I'm going to take it and put it somewhere. Send me more. Because at the end of the day, nothing matters. Nothing matters. What everybody else says, nothing matters. That doesn't matter. You stand in your truth. You know who you are. So even if you don't have the best intentions at first, or that first initial thought before you have your intention, that's what I want to say. Your intentions, I would always keep them pure and good and keep it moving. Keep moving forward. But that first thought, that's not going to be, you're human. If somebody did something to you, you're going to have those thoughts, where you want to go crazy on somebody. But just ask God, let me help me work through this. And the more and more you think about it and you work through it, and then you're like, oh, that's why they did that. That's why they're acting that way. That's why they're okay. Yep, I don't want them. I don't want them in my life anymore. I don't need them that's not where I'm trying to go. And you start to look and see, oh, that person really don't fit where I'm going. They don't fit. So what's the point? Let me go on and go over here, focus on what I'm trying to do, and leave that over there. Let them do whatever they're doing. And just keep telling God to shield me, protect me, guard me, help me get through these emotions. And every day, slowly but gradually, you do your grateful list. You meditate, you take that time to meditate, and you slowly but gradually start coming with that pros and cons list on every single situation, person, place. You put that cons list together, because that's going to make you stay even firm and stronger. Like, that ain't me, that's not what I want. I want this. I deserve this. That don't fit. Okay, continue talking to God, talking to your ancestors, talking to your guardian angel. Guide me, show me. Okay, fine, this is what I'm doing. Show me what I'm supposed to learn from this. Now, the faster you learn through the situation, the more you can get through those first initial thoughts before you set your intention. But regardless, if I were you, what I do is I set a good intention. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna let that person be. Well, I'm gonna let that situation be. It's not for me. It doesn't deserve me. That's what I say. It doesn't deserve me. That person doesn't deserve me. That's what I say. They don't deserve me. Let me go over here. Because at the end of the day, I never am the type of person to bring anything malicious, mean, or malintent to anybody. If anything, I'm trying to help people succeed and be better. And if they can't see that, then I just need to move out the way. And that's it. And ain't no harsh feelings. I'm not going to say it. We don't fit. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't matter who it is, what it is, the environment, the place, whatever. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit where I know I deserve to be. And so that's how you're going to learn to control those intentions and put your best foot forward. Okay? I hope I helped. Thanks, guys, so much.